How's everyone doing today? This is Tony. I just wanted to put another video out, and this one I'm doing, it's 2 for Tuesday. And this one was an open tag by Knife Delights. And it's a couple of cool knives I've had for a while. We'll start with this one in the front. This one here is an Imperial. Now I bought this at a flea market, early 80s, I believe. They say these were made from like 56 to the early 2000s, I'm not sure. But it's a very cool knife. Made in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. Imperial. Not sure if you could see it. And the tag is a Boy Scout tag that says, "Be prepared." But I love these little knives. It's a nice knife. All the blades are in very good shape. And look at it. It's beautiful. I love this thing. I used to carry it around for a while, but I didn't really, it didn't get a lot of use. So I've kept it, put it in my drawer, and just kept it. Love them. Now this other knife I'm going to show you. I'm sure I mentioned before I used to live in New York. I spent most of my life in New York, over 55 years, and I lived less than an hour to the Schrade factory, the one in Ellenville. And so, most sporting goods shops had Schrades up there. Now, I bought this one in around 1978, maybe 77. It was after I graduated, but before I was married. So it's right around that time frame. There was a sporting goods store in Walden, New York, that I used to buy all my hunting gear from, shotguns and everything. That's what I was up there doing. And I saw this in the case, and everything here is still the way it was. The box says Schrade Walden, but they were in Ellenville at this time. I believe the Walden factory burnt down in the late 50s, 58 or something. But this is an old timer. It's the 80T. They called it the Senior. And it's awesome. It's in really good shape. Got the original paperwork. It's kind of, yellow and brittle. And this is the knife. She's gorgeous. I've always loved this knife. So, it was like a second knife, because I've always carried knives. It was like a second knife, but I hardly ever used it. It's just something about it. I used to show it, but I hardly used it. And this was the one, they called it the Senior. This is the 80T. It had the matchstick blade on it. You would strike, that's how you could strike a match on it. Beautiful blade. Schrade, New York, USA, 80T. I'm not sure how well you could see it. Bear with me, I'm learning all this stuff as I go along. But it's got a lot of nice blades, and it's just, man, I love this knife. As you can see, it's very good. Good shape, beautiful shape, really. Wasn't used a whole lot. These blades especially, this blade hardly got used. This blade I very rarely used, although nowadays I would use this blade a lot, opening packages and stuff. But this blade is the one I used right here. And it's still like new shape. As you can see, I never used it on any food prep or any vegetables or fruit or anything. But it's just a gorgeous knife. I always liked Schrades. I always liked the old timer. And the factory, I think they closed the Ellenville factory in the early 2000s, I believe. But we used to, even when we used to go on our rides, a bunch of us get on the bikes and ride across the river. We always went down 209 through Ellenville by the Schrade factory. Then you used to go up past the Nevele Hotel. I don't know. Most of you guys are probably younger than me. That's where people like Jerry Lewis started their careers, in the Catskills. But that's my 2 for Tuesday. A couple of knives that I really love. I really love that blade right there. That's a gorgeous blade. It's got that match strike on it. It's awesome. And this Boy Scout knife. Most of them say BSA, Boy Scouts of America. This one, it's hard to see. But this one says be prepared. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your time, and please subscribe. Take care. Have a good day.